Hello and welcome back to Oblivion, where Streamline Mod is about to get its ass kicked out because I'm tired of it changing my settings like this. Or actually it looks like, well, it still changed the settings here, but it looks like it might just be the weather causing the fog. At least that better be it. Right, well, first off, let me just say one thing. No matter how good your system is, don't turn up shadow map resolution to 4096. It causes your game to explode. Not literally, but it causes the frame rate to dive to about 0 whenever dynamic shadows are displayed. I found that out the hard way. I thought it was this depth of field mod I installed, but that was definitely the issue. Hail. Right, so this session should be a lot better than the last one. In fact, I swear, if the last one wasn't carrying on with a major story-related quest, I probably would have just thrown the footage away. I think pretty much the only reason I didn't just throw it together into one video is because I, was running out of videos at the time. Yeah, I actually have somewhat of a plan, something of a plan here. I can carry on with this one, bring the armor to Martin here at the temple. From here, I'm not entirely sure which one to choose. But I'll find something to work on. Got a massive world here to explore and work at. I'll get something chosen for that. For too long. Now as for this, I keep forgetting to change this because it doesn't save the settings, but it's fine.
Sup?
So I believe Martin is in here. At least I believe this is where he usually hangs around. Is this Martin? It's been so long since I've played this game that I forgot who some of the characters are. Yes, indeed.
My progress on the Mysterium Xerxes is slow, I'm afraid. How goes your search for the armor of Tiber Septim?
I found it.
The Septim blood may flow through my veins, but you have the soul of a hero. The armor of Tiber Septim himself. Geoffrey will be amazed to see it. You can reassure Geoffrey that I will not destroy the armor. All I need is a scraping of Talos's divine blood. The blades are as touchy as priests about relics of Tiber Septim, it seems.
What else can I do to help?
While you were gone, I've made some progress in deciphering the Mysterium Xerxes ritual. The third item we need is a great Welkin stone. You may have run across lesser Welkin stones. They're fairly common in Ayleid ruins, but a great Welkin stone will not be easy to come by. They have been plundered one by one over the years due to their great value to mages and occultists. There is only one place that is rumored to still contain one. The ruins of the Ayleid city of Miskarkand. A place where many have perished seeking its great stone. But nothing else will do, so you must succeed where all others have failed.
Tell me about Miskarkand.
The capital of one of the ancient Ayleid kingdoms which flourished in Cyrodiil before the rise of men. It is said that the ruins are still haunted by the vengeful spirit of its last king. True or not, it is not a place to enter lightly. Be careful.
I'd like some more information about this great Welkin stone you wish me to find.
The pinnacle of Ayleid magic. Once, every Ayleid city had its great stone, but they've all been plundered over the centuries. All but one. The great stone of Miskarkand is reputed still to shine in the deep darkness of its ruined halls. But no one has ever done more than glimpse it from a distance. It is said to be guarded by the ghost of the last king of Miskarkand.
So is there anything else you can tell me about the area?
Miskarkand is one of the most extensive Ayleid ruins in Cyrodiil. It was the capital of one of the ancient Ayleid kingdoms. You might find glories and laments among the Ayleid ruins useful. I have the library's copy at my table if you need it.
Sounds good.
Be careful, my friend. I know you've braved many dangers already, but Miss Garkand is not to be taken lightly.
Right, 6 pages. Shouldn't take too long. Glories and Laments Among the Aeliad Ruins by Alexander Hertrard. Maybe I should have installed a different font when I was reinstalling Darnified. This is a little difficult to read. All ornamented and whatnot. Anyway. Having arrived at Godosfont Priory, halfway on the Gold Road between Skingrad and the Imperial City, I resolved to make a side trip to view the magnificent ruins of Seatotor, or Shadow of the Fatherwoods, in the ancient Aeliad tongue. After many hours of difficult travel through tangled hawthorn hills and limberlosts, I was suddenly struck down by the aspect of 5 pure white columns rising from a jade-green mound of vines to perfect V-shaped arches and graceful capitals towering above the verdant forest growth. This spectacle caused me to meditate on the lost glories of the past, the melancholy fate of high civilizations now poking like splinter shards of bone from the green-grown tumulus of time-swept obscurity. Within the forest tangle, I discovered an entrance leading down into the central dome of the great underground edifice once dedicated to Magnus, the god of sight, light, and insight. Dimly lit by the faded power of its magical pools, the shattered white... Why are you not scrolling? Walls of the enclosure shimmered with a cold blue light. The marble benches of the central plaza faced out across the surrounding waters to tall columns and sharp arches supporting the high dome. From the central island, stately bridges spanned the still pools to narrow walkways behind the columns, with broad vaulted avenues and limpid canals leading away through ever-deepening gloom into darkness. Reflected in the pools were the tumbled columns, collapsed walls, and riotous root and vine growth, thriving the dark half-light of the magical fountains. The ancient Aeliads recognized not the 4 elements of modern natural philosophy, earth, water, air, and fire, but the 4 elements of high elf religion, earth, water, air, and light. The Aeliads considered fire to be but a weak and corrupt form of light, which Aeliad philosophers identified with primary magical principles. Thus, their ancient subterranean temples and sanctuaries were lit by lamps, globes, pools, and fountains of the purest magic. It was by these ancient, faded, but still active magics that I knelt and contemplated the departed glories of the long-dead Aeliad architects. Why is it not scrolling? Come on. Gazing through the glass-smooth reflections of the surrounding pools, I could see deep below the slow pulse, the waxing and waning of the Velkin stones. The chiefest perils of these ruins to the explorer, the cunning and deadly mechanisms devised by the Aeliads to torment and confound those who would invade their underground sanctuaries. What irony that, after all these years, these devices should still stand vigilant against those who would admire the works of the Aeliads. For it is clear, these devices were crafted in vain. They did not secure the Aeliads against their true enemies, which were not the slaves who revolted and overthrew their cruel masters, nor were they the savage beast peoples who learned their crafts of war and magic from their Aeliad masters. No, it was the arrogant pride of their achievements, their smug self-assurance that their empire would last forever, that doomed them to fail and fade into obscurity. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Let's have a look at the Mysterium Xarxes. Alright, yep. Just as expected, makes no sense to me. Let's see if my little tweak worked. It did not. Specifically, the tweak was to try to add the console, or not console command, but the variable that exists in Fallout 3 to, separately affect the view models here, so they wouldn't clip so badly in this game. But unfortunately, that seems to have been added in Fallout 3 rather than something that was in the engine prior, just not used. Which is unfortunate on all sides because, I am not going to just lower my field of view out of my comfort zone just for this. Miss Harkand. Maybe we should use the map button. Alright, so way down to the southwest near Skingrad. And I need to remind myself that I am playing Oblivion, where I have the self-imposed no fast travel restrictions, aside from the secondary, dungeon exploration series, and... Oh, that's interesting. And, just... things related to that. Kind of unenthusiastic about this particular quest, if only because it's, another dungeon crawl. It's the sort of thing I don't really mind playing, but, doing the whole Let's Play thing with it, whoa! That's new. Oh, that's right, I must have enabled that thing in the above character health bar. Well, it certainly gives a different perspective on it. And wow, does this combat feel archaic after playing Dark Messiah so much. Hey, come on now. It's like, well, for one thing, I'm used to being able to shield bash, which is definitely one of the things that Skyrim actually did better than this. I will admit that. I'm missing the ability to shield bash and, to kick enemies. Along with the, major attacks being a little more interesting. Ah, these are enough to over-encumber. Back in a game where that really, really mattered. But let's see if I can't hook something up. I guess not. Alright, so bear meat. Let's just use that right now. And sure, why not? Fortify endurance a little bit. Do a little bit of training towards the whatchamacallit, alchemy skill. Yes, that's right. Gotta remember it's shift click in this one. Playing a bit of Fallout 3 lately, so just despite being on the same engine, it's a little matter of having to remember the discrepancies in the way the interface works. Let's put that away. I do apologize if the sniffling ends up popping up on the microphone. I'm trying to face away from it. But it's that time of year where colds start popping up. Oh, God, it's a Minotaur. It's not what I need. Minotaur Titan. Alright. Hopefully it shouldn't be too difficult to deal with. And the problem is... Okay, that's a on-touch spell. Unfortunately, I don't remember some of these spells too well. Like I said, it's been a while. Just kind of lost something. Felt really discouraged from playing this after how badly the last session came out. Let's get that healing spell queued up again. Oh yeah, one of the things I was trying to say before. Wow, that does quite a bit of damage. I'm wondering if these monsters, like the Titans, are they Obscuro's Oblivion Overhaul creatures, or are they vanilla ones that pop up when you get to the certain levels? I'm guessing vanilla, just because they're all quite well animated and whatnot.
Yeah!
Oh no.
Ha!
Not the Gabriel Mountains.
Yeah!
Come on, up another heal.
Yeah!
Whoa. I didn't know the Minotaurs had teleporting powers. Let's buff the speed a little bit here. I get far enough away to get at least one heal in.
Yeah! Ha!
God, I hate the lack of range on the backwards attack. It's so much more useful. You know, hit a little further out. Okay. Put that away. Need the speed. Come to think of it, I should probably start using some of my potions. If I didn't use them all up in that... I've still got a decent amount left. You know, just kind of worried that I used them all up in the dungeon from last session and never remembered to properly buy some new ones. Just run around the rosy a little bit here. Ring around the rosy. Why the hell am I making a reference to that? Oh. I tell you what, I definitely did not miss this. The constant knockbacks.
Yeah! Oh! Yeah! Oh! Yeah!
Killed that one just in time. Okay, don't know why a Minotaur has venison on him, but okay. What? I guess stream save is going to do its own saves again. I really have to refine the key to adjust the settings for that thing. So I can tell that's probably going to get pretty annoying. Come on, Gabriel. This is a problem I've had with everything I've ever played on this engine. Just so buggy walking up hills like this. Like on a... look, the incline is practically identical all the way up, and then you just get to a certain point, and without any logical explanation, you can't go any further. Oh no, a wolf. Oh, don't go down the hill yet. Did I keep that venison? I've already forgotten. No, I didn't. Alright, just looting your buddy while I'm fighting you. Wow. I honestly thought I would have taken care of the encumbrance a little better than this. Oh well, that'll fix it. Yep, problem solved. Oh, for some reason I remember my repair ability being a bit higher than that. You know, less chances to... I better check my stats in case they got damaged by something. Yeah, I remember repair being a little better than this, at least to the point of armor. Yeah, that's what it's called. Well, I guess it's only 56. Probably something yeah, if I had a do-over, I'd probably switch these two around, because I'm definitely not doing this. I mean, like, the Fallout 3 system is better with the mouse and keyboard than that. But I think I've done enough complaining about that little thing. We are nowhere near where we need to be. As if that's surprising at all. What the hell was that? Let's just get out of here. Snow. Yeah, this is something I remember going so many, like, probably dozens of parts total, you know, playing this game, not seeing a single bit of weather like this. I don't know if my settings were just broken on both of the computers I played this on prior to this one being built or what, but I just remember, you know, it being clear all the time. All right, what have I run into this time? Jeez. Back up into a rock and worry that I ran into something hostile. Have I been in this area? I have. Yeah, this is where my horse got murdered. Huh. Well, that was a bit unexpected. I didn't think I'd. Oh yeah, that was the trip back. Oh, this is the trip to Sancretor that I took this path on. Now I remember. Well, I guess whatever's chasing me kind of gave up, or just plain doesn't care.
This is a holdup. Hand it over or die.
Yeah, I don't think so.
We can play it that way if you like.
Look at you, a pansy-ass hider, man. What do you think you're gonna do?
Where you fall down. Yeah.
This is the sort of situation where I really wish they had the Dark Messiah combat system in. I could make this fight so much faster if I could just kick this guy and then make him fall down the cliff, or he could run down there himself. Didn't one of the things they advertised this game about involve a fancy new AI system? Or something like that, because like even for 2006, this is bad. I mean, it's better than Morrowind's, but Morrowind has the excuse of being from 2003. Come on, stop moving. I don't want to leave this guy alive just because it'd be a total waste of skill training. Okay. Great job with the hitbox programming there, Bethesda. This is just ridiculous. Wait, I'm using silver arrows? Silver arrows? Well, of course I am, but don't seem to have anything else. No, I... Wow, so when I first started up this game today, I was in the Imperial City, so I assumed that I had actually, you know, taken care of putting away loot and selling it, but I guess not. There we go, some nice HDR rendering. I actually considered putting on the ENB series mod for this. Yeah, just considering how good a job it did in Fallout 3, but what is it now? A bear.